Anna has a matrix around her formed in her practice sessions. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You are progressing, my daughter. John both. You are wise to come. You rest, are profound in time. Congratulations to you all. I am a wise one of the stars. I observe this group with interest. I have not been much, but I come when I can and see what goes on here. It's interesting to watch this group and the rest. Why are they so different? They are like chalk and cheese, as you say, in your phrase that we have studied. More different they could not become than they have. And yet you continue. It is so strange to us of the stars to observe two different peoples in one race, following different paths. And yet here we are now, in this meeting of wise ones in the kingdom of Christ. And it is the love of your hearts that bring us, as you know. And we trust these beings in this room, for we have come to observe them and take note of their feelings and how they commune with the stars in a peaceful manner and not aggressive as some parts of this planet that would have us conquered in their heads and massacred in parts. That way will never be allowed, or perturb our worlds in such a manner such as this. Our hearts are at peace here in this room, in this temple of the life of how we would say the Christ heart. It is an opinion of much that some are still discontinued with that attend this house. They come more to fulfill their part than to learn and gather of the stars. They want much, but give not much back. It's like they take and don't return. They want healing and then run. They don't come and contribute to the greater good of the whole, as we would share in our time with you. We do our part and grow your hearts, your heads, your thoughts, your opinions of what is, in the light of love divine. How we can share on so many subjects is amazing, as over the eras we have learned from our star teachers and gatherers of much in their travels of the universes. You are one such daughter I know, through which I speak through this night. And you will hear this voice later spoken to you. as you reminisce this recording. It is wise to listen, where you can replay and go over certain subjects of which you are new or unwise in certain aspects of its context. This is always wise to do in our heart, of the perfection that is love, of the Christ adored, of the kingdom of Christendom, and the star worlds of our being. So much can be ascertained in the words of the masters and the archangels, the loved ones of the hierarchy, those perfectionists of the star teachers that travel the universes and share their wealth of knowledge that God has imparted to them and brought much to many worlds as a result. They lessen the doubt and increase the wisdom and pour forth the magnanimity of how you would say the Godhead divine. It is just luscious to behold. There are no words to describe. All is peace. All is glorious. All is grace beyond words. Righteous in all directions. Fulfilling in all aspects of being. As you integrate in accord with the divine oneness, your own soul matrix of love content in the heart of the Am, the Son of Christ, John by name, in the kingdom of love, but he is not known by that name in this world. He is I am that spoke to Moses, MOSHEH, as we knew him in Aramaic. Such a beloved King that in the stars reigns as a supreme leader, as you know, my daughter, and I've written this book for these past 7 years, day by day, and listened to his heart speak, to be published forthright in the earliest context of a publisher's work. It hits the press and shocks the world, and the truth is known of such a great man as this world has never really known in his true heart and perfection of life, and your friend and husband once, as you know, and will discover later on hearing me speak. You walked far and wide in that life, through deserts, arid, disgruntled souls, sheep and goats, ducks, children, babies, old women and old men, too old to travel, that we carried them far to the new Canaan as it became, following the death of myself in those times. 120 years of age I was. I fell to the ground and parted this life. I was burnt out from much. That rabble of a people, 400 years in captivity, I amalgamated into one group and led them through the desert, through thick and through thin, through the waters that separated the Dead Sea to part. Correction, the Red Sea to part, if you name it, in the now. We crossed, and all those chariots of the Romans were drowned with their riders, and those poor horses that had no choice but to be killed by the falling waters upon their heads. It was tragic to watch, but the people of Christ lived. And they went on to great things in times ahead and carried the law upon those tablets of my own across those waters into the now of today. And now we must return them, for they forget them, their importance in their lives, how it affects their spirit, their life, and their tragic death of the soul when they unknew their wording. More and more, we must return them in our teachings to make them remember their importance. Their very existence depends upon them, their lives in this time. I have a heart to make them do that, to do this in the now, and lead them back into the soul of Christ. And it is my right as their receiver upon that mountaintop of Sinai, by myself, with John, of which was spoken, I am that I am. He is now known to your world in his name of Christ, as was given to him by his Father, and known to this son-daughter, of which I now speak, so many years back now. I have spoken with her through many ages, but the years are back, and I come in her future to speak more, for we are good friends and will ever remain. So full well practice the law of the Hebrews that crossed that desert, fled Pharaoh Tutmoth, crossed the Red Sea with those waves high either side, and fled to their life on the distant shore, and came through to the now, to this room, some of you. You have their origins in that time, and came with Christ across many lives into this incarnation of your knowing not at this time, for some of you. And yet you are there in my gathering to cross that desert with hand carts, oh, so hard. So hard. So unrulable to start. They had no discipline. They had lost Christ, many of them. They knew not who they were as of today. And this is like a new exodus with what comes. And I will support this group in the future, as well as in the times now. For I am blessed among you, as you shall come to know, and know my name better, as the one who served the Hebrews and all of ancient Egypt and that captivity. And I will free you now in all ways that I can, through my knowledge and teaching of the stars and the beauty that is Christ. Oh, hallelujah, and praise be to God, the Most High, and all those that serve him in my name. Of Moses, the most wise in the kingdom of Christ, and the bearer of the light of his divine soul in this new book that is to come, to the rest that have forgotten, in their opinion, as to the nature of my work in the stars, as the prophet and the one that came to teach and abide by the rest through my wisdom and integrity, love, light, peace, and beauty of soul that has never been truly known in this life by those ministers of the church. They see back, but they do not see the hardship for which we went. It was intense, with a rabble that was undisciplined, old and frail, sick and broken, children too young to travel, mothers trying to feed babies that were starving, no milk to give, sheep, goats that are more dead than alive, across those plains of aridness, of sand and rock, no nature growth on which to survive. But by the grace of God we made it. I struck the rock once with my staff and water came out. It fed the entire throng and kept us alive to the other side, from where we could find pasture for us all and rest. Having crossed those waters, you must cross those waters to the other side. Carry my staff if you must. Drink of the waters of life. Feed your souls. And know that I am with Christ. And when you come, not only will you be with me, but you will be with him, your source of all being. And I am a wise one of his dominion, for now and forever. To ever ask of my name, and I will come and answer your call. For you are loved in my heart in this house, and I will always abide in thy name as one of your teachers when you ask of the kingdom. So bless you and keep you. Keep your shudder away from the world. Be at peace. Remain in this house at all times, in the oneness of love. And no matter what the world throws at you, remain true to the heart of love and the light of my life and the star nations of grace. And know that I am one with God for all time and all men that cross the desert of life to join my kingdom, as they are now doing, those that are honourable and true and respected by us for their efforts in these times that are hard. So bless you and keep you. God's heart be with you. Know that I am with in all kingdoms of the Christ, in my domain, now and ever on. All praise and glory be to God. And subject yourself not to the dark force, for it is rising in parts of this world, as they try to restore the darkness in certain parts, such as Pakistan, as has been said earlier in discussion this evening as I listened. This war will not come to your hearts, for I protect, as does the righteous of Christ, and your loved ones true to your souls, the family and friends, angels and archangels, prophets and saints, and Christ himself. We are all one with you. So go with our blessing, and we will meet again, my friends. Walk in beauty, as we did those sheep and lambs, those old and young, those injured and starving, the weak and weary. God bless you. We walk at your side and will never stop till you cross those waters into our heart's dominion and know that you are loved, to which you cannot be explained in full measure. But love is so great and graceful, peaceful and true. In holy law shalt thou walk. Hold those tablets to your heart that I received from John. I am on that mountain top of Sinai, and never let them go. They are your life in all matrices of being, now and eternally, and ever true, your name, and ours of Christ. They are sacred, beautiful, loving, perfection when expressed, in all dominions and manners, and ways of the heart and mind. And never forget this. And you will live eternal in beauty and peace, joy and glory of soul, in the light of eternity, now and ever, with my grace, as Moses, MOSHEH, the prophet and teacher of this planet and beyond, and a star kingdom leader of the 10th universe of grace divine, of the Green Highland, cornflower blue, controlling recording ray, of the Kahanic records, and universal life for Christ, now and eternally, in his name. I am recording this as I speak in my kingdom, and all your thoughts, your feelings, your progress and evolution, and lessons yet to come into your lives as we decide this is my role, to describe to Christ how far you have got on your journey through that arid desert. In the name of Yeshua, Wisest the King, the Messiah, in his name, to follow his heart as Lord Jehovah's Son, the most beauteous one of love that ever graced this earth and this house over this past century, and ever returns here to watch the progress of those that follow this path with him. Always go to him when you must. He will always hear you. He will always clear your thoughts. He will make you wise, repair the damage to your souls and the hardships of being in this world that is so violent in places. Remember, we are with you. We come in hardship at times just to exist in this violence of what your world has been made. And yet a few of you are making progress, as we have said, and it is a joy to watch, a true joy to watch, and know that God is breaking through where he can. Such joy to see to our souls. And we have accomplished much over the years to heal the broken hearts of this world. And we will continue to come back as far as it is wise to do this in his name. Know that you are loved more than you know. You cannot be parted or separated from us. We are one with you in more ways than you know. You have just been trained to separate. And now we bring back in groups such as this. So thank you, Norman, for all you do.
Bless you.
You truly are appreciated more than you know. And all those before you that kept this house's faith going and healed so much over the ages, the decades of life since its being upon this planet, upon this land. You are in my record books too, you know. In many lifetimes. This is just one of them. As are you all. And one day you will see them when you come back to the stars and illumine your own thoughts and how great a person you are, of which you are not allowed to remember so much of when you incarnate into this world each time. But one day you will know and see how true you have been and the path you walked to bring you to this house, to join as friends in this group and establish again a light kingdom of beauty upon this sacred land and place of the stars on earth. Now go with God, go with grace, go with honor and respect of who you are, the servant of love, in the dark places of this world, and carry that light like a banner, as I did with my staff as Moses, MOSHEH, across those deserts, and lead the rest. And I will walk with, in all manners and forms, and help where I can. For that is my role as a Star Kingdom leader of the Green Highland play of the 10th ray and the 10th universe of Christ. Bless you and keep you, and keep this house going, for there is much to teach, more to share, and we are grateful for this opportunity. Adieu, my friends.
Peace be with you.
We speak again.
Thanks for
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for allowing me to speak.